Hey guys, how's it going? Erdtree here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to defeat the ancient dragon Senessax. I've had quite a hard time fighting this boss, and I saw online that a lot of other people were as well. If you don't know, spoilers first of all, but this is one of the bosses you have to fight in order to unlock one of the dragon forms. There's two of them in the game. I don't fully know how to get the other one, but this is how you get one of them. And you saw the build I'm using right there. The strategy for this, and it's kind of a cheese strategy because it involves just using rot and playing the waiting game. I tried fighting this boss for quite a while, and granted, I'm only scatter tree fragment level like 4 or 5 when I made this video, so I might be a little underleveled for this, but I wanted the dragon form, so I figured out something. So this is for everybody who's having trouble and kind of wants to have a safer, I'm not gonna fully say safe because you can still get 1 or 2 shot if you're around my level, and he can do some things that throw you off guard, but for me this was the safest option. So what you're gonna do, I have a bow, I'm using rot arrows. In hindsight, you could probably use rot with a different type of arrow set as well, like poison or probably bleed would work best too, maybe frost too, I don't know. And just pepper them with arrows until the effect procs, which for me took about 20 or 30 arrows for the first proc, and then once that finished up, it was another like, I think 40 something for the second proc, and then just kind of wait out the time and do little damage. The one thing I noticed, he gets a lot less aggressive if, I guess, you don't have another ally there with you, at least from what I've noticed. I have the Mimic tier because I was hoping the Mimic tier would use the Rot Dragon attack to help proc, because he would in my previous attempts, but in this one in particular he didn't. I did have the I did have a talisman equipped when I summoned him, I believe, but also in hindsight, if you're gonna bring a Mimic tier or another summon, I would use, for the Mimic tier anyway, just equip him with a bow and the rot arrows, and like I said, another status type arrow, so he can also inflict some type of status abilities on the dragon. And then watch out, I jumped off my horse here on accident. I was gonna try to use the sword I have, that one's weapon art, but I forgot to switch to the sword, so I still had the bow in my hand, and that's when I decided, you know what, I'm not going to try that again, because that almost killed me. Yeah, so I didn't think it was kind of bullshit to kind of have this dragon that uses mainly electric attacks be in a puddle of water, because if you don't know, that does do extra damage. But, like I said, if you're having trouble and you just want to get through the boss, you can follow this video. It's, one of the safer strategies I found. You can stay good enough distance away. He won't use a lot of his other attacks unless you get close. I will say though, there is one attack that you might want to watch out for. You'll see it in the video. It's a attack where he jumps in the air and rushes at you. When he does that attack, one thing I've noticed that helps me dodge it, if I'm on the horse at least, is to run away. Not just run, sorry. Is to double jump right when he's coming towards you. And I seem to dodge it just about every single time. So if you're having trouble, that's one thing I'd recommend. But yeah, I don't got too much else to say. Just, look at what I'm doing in the video. There's that attack I was talking about. Thankfully, he was aiming for the Mimic and not me. But yeah, just do what I'm saying in the video, and you should be all good. Once the Mimic tier dies, you're gonna see it seems to get a lot less. What's the word? I can't think of the word. It kind of calms down a bit. You'll see it kind of just follows me around. It doesn't do a whole lot of attacks, except for like the occasional fire or whatever. But for the most part, it just kind of walks around and follows me, which lets me just keep hitting it with arrows until I proc the second rot infliction on it. And then from there, I just kind of whittle it down with regular arrows until it's dead. So yeah, that's my strategy. I hope it helps you guys out, and likewise, I hope you enjoy. Also, if you don't have a bow, I mean, you should. If you're in the DLC, you probably grabbed up at least one bow at some point during the game. And I'm using a black bow plus 8, but I'm sure you could even use an unupgraded bow. Also, you saw what I was talking about right there with the jumping. But yeah, or you could throw like rod pots or something at it, probably. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff I'm supposed to tell you what to do. And then I'll talk to you later. See ya.